This right here is a robotic camera system. These are used in Hollywood all the time for applications when exactness, fluidity, and repeatability of motion is absolutely critical, which is often the case in high-budget productions in Hollywood. But there has been a growing independent film movement over the past few years trying to capitalize on a host of new low-cost technologies that make their micro-budget productions look very high-end, and it's disrupting the Hollywood business, frankly. In 2007, Canon came out with the 5D Mark II camera, $4,000 camera that shot video that looked pretty much like 35mm film, and it totally launched a filmmaking explosion in the Indian online film worlds, and it eventually spawned an even lower cost, more popular $2,000 camera with the same capability. Since then, the industry has seen a number of other similar disruptions. Prosumer 3D cameras, motion capture suits at very, very affordable prices, and with our product, they'll have yet another. A robot camera system just like the video that we just saw a minute ago. This is the Director's AutoNav camera system. We call it DAN for short. A low-cost tool for the DSLR filmmaker that will allow them to take huge leaps out of the handheld and static world of digital filmmaking and capture incredible shots that no longer belong to Hollywood. You know, movements that are just like those high-end systems for a fraction of the price. But with Dan, they'll be able to do even more. Using IR and face and skeleton detection, Dan can actually follow you, which may seem kind of annoying when you think of it at first, until you consider all these semi-professional hosts on the internet with no camera crews. We call them video bloggers, who will now be able to walk and talk just like hosts and journalists on TV. No framing concerns. Dan will always keep you in the shot. And actually, I got a little testimonial from a video blogger friend of mine, Casey McKinnon. She hosts a show called A Comic Book Orange, a huge internet show. She said, I was excited to hear about this idea because as an indie filmmaker, I've single-handedly had to set up and conduct 3 camera interviews before, and I've run into a number of issues, from subjects going out of focus to going entirely out of the frame. Having a robot there to compensate for these snafus would be priceless to me and countless other DIY producers. But most importantly, indie filmmakers and home VFX artists can get complicated shots in a controlled, precise fashion just like the big boys, and repeat that movement without error. Our full prototype will sport the standard robotic base, telescopic arm, stabilization system, and gyro that can tilt up, down, pan 360 degrees. The software, we want it to be open so that we can encourage a community around programming Dan. But the app itself is going to be intuitive. In fact, one of the app's key features will allow you to import an overhead graphic of your set and literally draw Dan's path on the screen, or even record a movement in real time using a touchpad joystick. And by combining Dan's detection capability with these types of preset motions, filmmakers could have Dan focusing on different subjects in a shot while simultaneously along a preset trajectory. We're going to sell Dan for about $4,000, which will be about double our cost to make him. And that's just the beginning for Dan Robotics. We intend to roll out accessories to enhance your Dan, like track wheels to lock a shot onto a track, or for some more precise movements, robotic arm attachments for lens focusing. And eventually we'll have other models, like Daniel, his older brother, outfitted to fully compete with top-of-the-line robotic camera systems. Or Danny Boy, our stripped-down version for smaller consumer-grade cameras. Now, who are our customers? Well, simple. Filmmakers and internet video professionals, people who spent $4,000 on the Canon 5D, $2,000 on the 7D. In fact, in 2010, IDC estimated that 2.7 million DSLR cameras would be sold that year. We're estimating about 10% are being sold to filmmakers for those video capabilities. Now here's some other numbers to give you just a little idea for the type of people out there with the burning need to make movies, but who don't have the million-plus budgets to do it. We found a random Facebook page for DSLR cinematography, 12,000 likes. Another one called filmmaking, 87,000 likes. But here's a really interesting one. 1.2 million Facebook users across the US, UK, Germany, and France have specified in their interests filmmaking, indie filmmaking, guerrilla filmmaking, cinematography, or film producing. And of course, our future customers, the roughly 25,000 students who graduate from film schools per year worldwide, and the countless others who will pursue filmmaking despite not having a film school education, people like me, for example. So, that is Dan. Simple robotic camera operation for filmmakers on an indie budget, which is pretty much most budgets these days. I just wanted to kind of introduce our team. I don't want to slaughter any names, so.
Isabel.
Sneha.
Oh.
Ketan.
And I'm John.